quarantine. We're in quarantine, guys. It's day 5. I think day 5. So I got back from Nashville on Saturday. So Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, day 4 for me. Parents are home, mom is home, brother is home, dog is home. I'm already losing my mind. Yeah, so locking myself in my studio, and I am going to film some really short, straight to the point tutorials for y'all. So, somebody the other day told me that they don't like to use silicone cups. They don't like to use these silicone cups. I mean, we're resin artists and we produce so much waste. Forget the money that you spent on these products. We're messing up the environment. It's so much plastic that we throw away. And I kindly asked why, and she said to me, I totally understand, but she said, I can't clean them out. And I thought, oh my God, I know the struggle. It really is difficult. So look at this cup. So see all those little beads and stuff in there? Let me see if I can focus. Yeah, there we go. All right, you see all that? So all these little beads, they really are difficult to get out of the cup, right? So need a couple things, and I'm gonna show you how to do this. It's super easy, guys. All you need a sink that has hot water. You're gonna take your cup, you're gonna need a spatula. Now this spatula right over here is one of my favorites. It's part of my essentials box that I have on my Etsy, and if you haven't seen it, check it out. But this comes in that box, and I love this spatula because it has this really straight line and it's thin, and we're gonna use it to scrape the inside of it. But I'm gonna show you how. But the most important thing you need is this, guys. You need a strainer. So I stole this out of my dad's kitchen. Don't tell him. When he finds out, he's gonna probably beat my butt, but you need one of these. Why do you need one of these? So when we clean this out in the sink and all these beads come out, even though the resin is dry, it can stick to your plumbing, and it's not worth it because a whole new plumbing is gonna cost you a lot of money. So what we're gonna do is when we wash this out, the way I show you, we're gonna pour it through the drainer, through the what is this called? Strainer. It's what we use to wash our rice in, or dump your pasta in with the hot water and get the water out. So you need the one that has this beautiful shiny netting. Okay, doesn't have to be fancy. You can go to the dollar store, Dollar Tree. I'm sure they'll have one. Even if it's plastic, it's fine, but you want the little holes to be very small, because if the holes are bigger, those pieces are gonna go through and they're gonna go down your sink, and again, we don't want that. So without further ado, I can never say that. Without further ado, let's go to the kitchen and let me show you how we're gonna clean this up and have brand new beautiful silicone cups. I did that in one try, by the way. I'm very proud. Okay guys, we're in the kitchen. This is a little bit of a weird space. I'm gonna be hunching down a little bit, and sometimes my face might cut out, but this is the important part. Okay, so once again, I have my 2 silicone cups here that are really yucky. It is very hard to get out of here, but let's do this. Let's get this out. Okay, so something that I forgot to tell you guys is you also need a little bit of masking tape, and it doesn't have to be anything fancy, but this is gonna be the first step we're gonna use, okay? So we're gonna get our cup, and first thing you're gonna do is gently kind of mush it up. It's silicone, so it's not gonna hurt the cup at all. And if you can, kind of press it against each other. So what it's doing, it's just loosening up whatever's stuck on there. Most of the time, a lot of the pieces are loose, but it's kind of like static and it sticks to it, right? So once you do that, and see already like pieces are coming out, right? And again, we're gonna make sure that it does not go down the sink drain at all, ever. So we're gonna do that. Now, to pick up a lot of those big pieces, if you take masking tape, and this is what I like to do, just kind of roll it around your wrist, just like this, okay? You're gonna take that cup that you were just smushing around and take it in, and I'm gonna do this so you see. Here we go, backwards. You're gonna just do this, and you're gonna see, look at all that's already coming out, okay? So that's the first step. So we're gonna sit here just for a few minutes, and if you feel like a lot of it is coming out and you need to change the masking tape and do it again, do so. But look at that. Do you see all that? Already, all of that came out. So we're gonna do that. That's just our first step. Okay, So, I'm gonna put that on the side. Okay, so now since we got all of the big pieces out, guys, it's time to wash the cup. So I already ran my sink water a little bit to get the water to be warm. And I'm just gonna get some regular dishwashing soap. I get this from the 99-cent store. It's Palmolive. So what I like to do is fill up my cup with that hot water. It doesn't have to be like scorching hot, it's just kind of warm. I feel like it helps loosen up the resin pieces. And then we're gonna take the soap, put a little bit in. I'm gonna take my handy dandy spatula and just kind of mix it up, just get the soap kind of working in that water. And now I'm gonna let it sit for just a couple of minutes, okay? So I'm gonna set it over here and let's clean out the other cup. Whoop. Okay. So this cup, I had used sand in the resin, so it's a little bit more chunky. It's gonna be fun getting out. Also, guys, remember that resin, when it dries and it's in bits and pieces, it can dry really, really sharp and you can hurt yourself and you can get a really nasty cut. So just be careful. You can even wear gloves if you want to do this. You don't have to because the resin is gonna be cured already, so you don't have to worry about that. But you can if you'd like. So this is just a little sharper, but see, look at all that goodness that came out already. Kind of looks like glass, look at that. Ha! It's funny. Okay, see, a lot of that already came out. That was a lot more brown on the inside. There was a lot more junk in there. Okay, so this has been sitting, so now I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna start scraping, pushing down on the sides of the cup, whoop, over the sink, and don't make a mess. All right, but here we go. Just gently, you don't want to spill this everywhere, and honestly, you'll feel how easily those little resin pieces come out. And remember that side that I was talking about of the spatula, the straight side? Just take that and whoop, gently just scrape the sides. Okay. So we're gonna repeat this a few times with the water. Get that bottom too. You hear that? I know this isn't very artsy, but I promise you this works and it's helpful. So I'm also just scraping the bottom. There we go. All right, so I am now going to take my strainer because I don't want any of these pieces to fall into my sink. I'm gonna push them out. And you can't see that, but a bunch of them came out right over there. So I'm gonna lay this on the side. All right, so once again, fill it with hot water. And you don't have to fill it up all the way to the top. Again, I'm gonna get a little bit of soap in there and let's massage this cup. So we're gonna basically be doing the same thing. Okay, there we are. So we did that again, and now once again through the strainer. Ooh, a lot more of that came out. And look at that, that is nice and clean. So now, let's wash that soap out. So I have certain towels and certain wash sponges and stuff that I use just with my resin. So make sure you do that. Don't use any towels or sponges you use to clean your resin product on food afterwards. So I just kind of want to show you how much cleaner this cup is than before. And sometimes once you dry it out, you realize that I'm going to see here that there's a bunch of resin still there, but you guys gotta kind of do this once in a while and kind of go more. But look how much cleaner that is. Do you see how clean that is? No more resin. Now I do have a bunch right over here, so I'm gonna go ahead and clean that again. But guys, this is basically it. This is what you do. I'm not gonna sit here and clean all my cups and take forever and you guys be bored. But that is it, you guys. So again, all you need is just a strainer. You need your cup, soap and water, your spatula, and kind of just clean it out a little bit on the inside. And before that, just use the trick I did with the masking tape to get all the bigger pieces out. And that's it, guys. That's it. Thank you so much for watching. If you're not subscribed, please do. Make sure you click that thumbs up for me on this video. And also, guys, I'm gonna be filming all week, probably once a day, maybe more than once a day, because, you know, quarantine and all, bored a little bit. So tell me what you guys want to see. short little tutorials. I think my next one is going to be a resin lacing and using different products and seeing how that works. But that's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I love you all. See you later. Bye.